Hi everyone, my name is Ashton. I am a psychic witch, tarot reader, that's a mouthful, and I'm kind of just here to do a reading, deliver a message for whoever is stumbling upon this video. As always, personal readings are open. The link is in the description, and also, as always, I will never reach out to you for a reading. If you have somebody reach out to you, it's not me. So let me pick up those cards I just dropped and then we'll get into the reading. Okay. Who is this reading for? Can you tell me about the collective I'm reading for today, please and thank you. Tell me what the collective I'm reading for today, please and thank you. Quite a wide range of people, but a wide range of people who kind of still have the same problems or issues. It kind of has the energy of like, no matter what you do in your career, no matter what you do in your life, or who, you know, you're perceived to be on a reputational level, on a societal level, you still are human at the end of the day. This reading for the King of Pentacles, you might resonate with this archetype if you are somebody who always seems to have everything together. They always seem to have like, they just never seem to struggle. I feel like it's not true that you don't struggle, but I think people just expect that you are not the struggling type. They expect that, oh, like you're that person that's everything together. You are a type A. You are somebody who knows what's going on and knows what they're doing, or seems to know what they're doing in their life, but particularly a very strong-willed career person with the King of Pentacles, I would say. So that's one energy we have going on here. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which I also feel is strong in the career work sector, but I feel like it's more like a confident, personable thing. People always think you have it together in terms of your personal life, maybe not so much your work life. But you're just somebody who commands a room, somebody who has confidence, somebody who, again, seems to know like what they're doing and seems to have everything together, but you don't, because the thing you both of these different types of people, whoever you are, whichever of these you fall into, the thing that you both still struggle with is seeing yourself for how far you have come and all of the things that you have accomplished, because it takes strength and it takes a certain type of person to progress and keep going. And even though you feel, oh, I don't know if I'm meant for this, I don't know if I can do this, and you feel those things and you still keep going, you should be patting yourself on the back. No pun intended, because I do pat on the back readings, but that is something to be proud of. That's not something, and it's something that really goes unchecked too. I feel like this is a type of collective that would really benefit from at least a pat on the back reading. More coming soon, don't you worry. I think I have one posted so far, but there's more to come, because you go through life being like having these fears and having these crippling like anxieties and just being like, well, I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. And the thing is you do these things and you accomplish these things, but you don't recognize the work and the power and the accomplishment that lies within completing those tasks and fulfilling those duties. And by not recognizing your power and how far you've come and all the things that you could accomplish, you kind of are keeping yourself stuck in old belief systems, old values, old patterns of being from your teen years in particular. I don't know if you were a chaotic teenager. I feel like some of you are definitely chaotic teenagers or are chaotic teenagers. And it really just is like not even like currently teenagers, maybe some of you are, but just like that inner teenager of like, you let that inner teen fly sometimes, take the driver's seat and drive the boat, right? But it's difficult to feel like, to really feel like you have it all together, because you never feel that. Even though it looks like you do, you don't. And it really reminds me too of the Instagram reel I posted yesterday, the other day, whatever, where the message that I kept saying was just keep going. Even if you feel you doubt yourself, you don't know if you're doing the right thing, you don't know if you're in the right place or following your path how you're supposed to, keep going. And that, maybe that advice resonates for you, maybe it doesn't, but when you doubt yourself, you keep going. that has almost always been true. So why is this time any different? Because there's more at stake, or there's more to lose. You care about more than you used to, which is why it feels a little bit heavier this time. You know more. You know the consequences more. You know, perks of having a fully developed brain. There really is a contrast here between you now and you as a teenager. And I don't know how that's relevant, but I know that it is. I think for this collective that, you know, if this is resonating for you, your inner teenager is the key to a lot that you have been missing. Your inner teenager is the key to what you have been missing. In terms of the path in front of you, I feel like your inner teenager is almost like a guide of sorts that can help, you know, when I feel like I'm walking my path and I don't know where I'm going, I turn to my inner teenager for guidance. What would 16-year-old me say about where I am right now? What would they think? What would they do? What would they do differently now if I was still 16? How would I navigate my life differently? Would I think less about the consequences? Would I fear less? Would I fear more? What else does this collective need to know, please and thank you? When I hear master of your domain, it always makes me think of Seinfeld, even though I know that that's like not where that comes from, but Seinfeld in some way may be relevant to this collective. What else does this collective need to know? Learning your fears and uncovering your fears is the key to releasing them. You can't feel something that you can't name. I pulled the Magician reversed, the Devil, and the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of hesitancy here. There's a lot of, you know, disbelief that you can make the things that you want happen. And I feel this is for people who want to achieve a dream, achieve a goal, want to go after something that they feel really passionate about. There's passion here. But the passion is also getting confused with duty. And I think it's important to differentiate the two. The passion comes from your inner teenager and the duty comes from your current you. Which is why it's important to blend those two together to really see what moves we can make and what really can be done. But again, knowing your fears is the key to overcoming them. Take some time and, you know, write down, what is it that you are afraid of happening? Is it failure? Is it embarrassment? Is it disappointment? What is it that you fear? What is it that really is holding you back? Because there's things going on in the back of your head that you are trying to push down and ignore, but it's not about pushing them down and ignoring them. It's about labeling them. It's about naming them, bringing them to the light. These things cannot haunt you if you put light onto them. Bible scripture might be relevant for some of you, but definitely not all. I just feel like the way that it was formed in my mind was like, thou shalt. And I feel like that's very Bible core. And some of you may be thinking, Ashton, why are you talking about the Bible in a tarot reading? Because contrary to popular belief, they go together. At least in my world, they do. The Magician comes out again. Okay, what is there anything else this collective needs to know? Speak your needs and be true to yourself. This collective needs to know right now, please and thank you. There is beauty in despair. What does this collective need to know right now, please and thank you. And there is always a silver lining. With the Ace of Swords that I just pulled, there's always a silver lining. And there is beauty in despair. Even with the Eight of Wands too, like, going after what you want and having the audacity to do so is a unique trait. It is something not everybody has the ability to do, the wherewithal to accomplish or even put themselves out there. It's important to also stop caring what other people think or how other people perceive you. because other people expecting you to always have it all together is also kind of what holds you back. And so it's important not to think too much about what other people think and how other people perceive you. How are you perceiving yourself? What are you thinking about you? Which is why the inner teenager, like I said, can kind of draw some new perspectives. And like I said, speak your needs and be true to yourself. And I know, and that's a quote from one of my oracle decks. And I think it has to do with boundaries or setting boundaries. So that might be relevant for some of you as well, in particular with those who always expect you to have your life together. When you know, you know. And trust me, you do know. And of course, as the great Hannah Montana once said, life is what you make it. Okay, my friends, that is your collective reading for today. If this resonates, brings some sort of clarity, makes some sort of sense for you, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to watch other fun collective readings that I do. But yeah, that's it, and I will see you guys next time.